real estate firm M3M promoter Roop Bansal has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. The ED recently had raided the premises linked to IREO Group and M3M Group. The ED has detected money laundering of over 400 crore rupees through shell companies by the M3M Group. My colleague Munish Pandey is now joining me live from the newsroom in Delhi. Munish, give us more details about this arrest that the Enforcement Directorate has made.
Well, Paulumi, as far as M3M Group is concerned, remember on June 1st, the Enforcement Directorate had 7 premises in Delhi NCR linked to M3M Group and IREO Group. Both these groups are real estate tycoon in Delhi NCR, right from Delhi to Gurgaon to Noida. There are several projects of M3M Group, and it is a well-known real estate business. It comes from a business tycoon family. As far as the recent development is concerned, what ED is claiming that Roop Bansal, one of the promoters of M3M Group, has been arrested. He was called in for questioning by the Enforcement Directorate, but he was not able to give satisfactory answers. As far as evidence is concerned, what ED is claiming at this point of time is that they have come across 5 shell companies through which more than 400 crore rupees were laundered between M3M Group and IREO Group. There are several other promoters of M3M Group who are under scanner of the Enforcement Directorate, and it is likely that they will also be called in for questioning. But what is important here, Paulumi, is to point out that it is not only M3M Group but other real estate firm IREO Group is also under scanner of Enforcement Directorate, and what they are claiming that this scam may be of 700-800 crore rupees. There were several FIRs filed by the investors in Gurgaon, Delhi and Noida, based on which the Enforcement Directorate started probing the case, but now they have come across money laundering of more than 400 crore rupees between M3M Group and IREO Group. Follow me.
Does this mean that there could be more individuals who could be in trouble?
Of course, Paulumi, there are at least 6 to 7 promoters of Bansal family who are part of M3M Group, and they will be called in for questioning. What we have been given to understand is that soon there will be more individuals from M3M Group, right from the promoters to the executives. They will be arrested by the Enforcement Directorate if there is evidence against them. Apart from M3M Group, IREO Group is also under scanner of Enforcement Directorate. Their premises were also raided by the ED, and even their promoters are also under trouble at this point of time.
Okay. Also, Munish, if you could give us a sense of the evidence that the Enforcement Directorate so far has collected in terms of course, discovering that there were these shell companies, at least 5 of those that you said that in fact were being used for money laundering purposes.
Well, Paulumi, as far as the evidence is concerned, remember, the ED investigation is based on the FIRs, but when they started investigating the case under Prevention of Money Laundering Act, they came across 5 shell companies. Now, these 5 shell companies, according to ED officials, were used to launder the money. It was basically to layer the amount of money between IREO Group and M3M Group. There is only one transaction that is of 400 crore rupees, but there are several other transactions like these which are under scanner of Enforcement Directorate, and that is why they are claiming that this could be a huge scam running between these 3 groups, M3M Group and IREO Group. Apart from these evidence, what ED is claiming that during the raids, they came across several incriminating documents, right from the plots which were bought by IREO Group at a very lower price. Later it was sold to M3M Group at a throwaway price, and also apart from these the evidences, what ED is claiming that they also have statement of certain individuals from M3M Group who are claiming at this point of time is that yes, in fact, M3M Group was involved in money laundering. So ED is saying that they have a very good case against these real estate firms, and based on which they have started their investigation. And the first arrest from M3M Group is going to be Roop Bansal, who has been arrested by ED last evening, and now he will be produced before the court today. And there are several others from both these groups who may be arrested very soon.
For how long, Munish, was the Enforcement Directorate probing this?
Well, the FIRs date back to 2021-2022. The Enforcement Directorate started their investigation a few months back. Earlier, IREO group was under scanner of the Enforcement Directorate because FIR were only lodged against IREO group. But when they started investigating IREO group, when they went through the transaction details of IREO group, they got to know about M3M group. And M3M group is a very well-known real estate firm in Delhi NCR. As far as M3M group is concerned, what they have been claiming that they have done nothing wrong, but ED claims that when they were going through the books of account, transactions details, they got to know about one transaction that was of 400 crore rupees. Now these 400 crore rupees traveled between IREO group to M3M group through 5 shell companies. This is the allegation by the Enforcement Directorate. When they further investigated these transactions, they got to know that there are more than 5 shell companies. There are several other transactions like this. They got to know about the plots which were bought at a very cheaper rate by M3M group from IREO group, and then they established a connection between both these groups, IREO group and M3M group. And that is why ED claims at this point of time is that they have evidence against the promoter, that is Roop Bansal, and that is why he has been placed under arrest under Prevention of Money Laundering Act.